Welcome to Conversations Live. For more than a decade, we've brought you the best in books, entertainment, and current events. When the movers and shakers of the world have something to say to you, they say it to us first. Now, here's your host, Cyrus Webb.
And welcome back, everyone, to Conversations Live. I'm your host, Cyrus Webb. Glad you all could join us once again, whether you're tuning in on the radio dial here in my home state of Mississippi at WYAD 94.1 FM. We welcome you all back to our show. Also, those joining us through our online affiliates around the world, including our iHeart family. We're glad to have all of you with us as well. I'm excited to welcome to our program today Sharday Miller. I actually met Sharday thanks to social media. We're going to talk to her not only about her own fitness journey, but what it's been like for her to be a source of motivation and inspiration for others, and how she's been able to help other people to be able to reach their own goals and dreams. Now, as you know, I said in 2018, we're making this all about the why of what you want to do, why you want to do it, and how we can be able to motivate you to go toward that. I think Sharday's story is a great example for all of us, how we can be able to set goals for ourselves to reach those goals, and then to be able to help other people too. Sharday, hello to you, and welcome to the program.
Hello.
Glad to have you on with us, Sharday. As I said, we're going to be talking about all the great things that you're doing, but I want to start off with, where we are today, here in 2018. What has it been like for you, Sharday, to be able to look at where you started out, especially when it comes to your fitness journey, and to see all that you've been able to achieve?
Honestly, it's unbelievable, actually, because I remember being in that position where I didn't think that it was possible. So now that I sit here almost 2 years later and see that I already accomplished my goals, it's very, it's pretty amazing. And then I get to help everybody around me do the same exact thing.
Right, exactly. And I think that's the big thing. You've been able to do this for yourself, Sharday, but you've also been able to motivate people. I'm staying connected with you on Facebook as other people are. And I notice, even by the messages that you put out there, the importance of encouraging other people, trying to keep people focused. What is it that helped you to get focused? Because I think for a lot of our audience out there who are looking at goals that they have, it's hard for them to be able to kind of sit down and say, okay, this is what I want to do, and this is what I have to do to get there. What is it that kind of help you to get to that point?
Actually, I had to do a lot of personal development, like who I am today and the messages that I put out to the world, being motivating people and just trying to stay as positive as possible. That wasn't me 2 years ago. Since I done joined this business, it's much more about personal development and who you become instead of just shakes and nutrition. I really just got into this business thinking that I was going to make a few bucks. I really wasn't trying to lose the weight right away because I was broke. I had a cash flow problem, so I really just wanted the money. But I actually got into personal development, and it really changed my whole mindset, my attitude, the energy that I give to the world. It changed everything.
Yeah. And for those who don't know, Sharday has been able to benefit from the Herbalife experience. It's actually how I was connected with her, someone else we've had on this program, Wendell B. He's also a part of the Herbalife experience. I've been able to find success there. She has been able to do the same thing. So I'll ask you a similar question to what I asked Wendell. I know you mentioned, that you saw it as a way to be able to earn some extra income, Sharday, but why Herbalife? Why that and not some of the other products that were out there?
Actually, I saw by Wendell was trying to get me to join Herbalife a whole year before I even joined. And I kept telling him, stop calling my phone when I see that you're serious about it, then I'll be about it, So he ended up doing it, and I ended up calling him and telling him I was ready. I went to this STS, a success seminar training. I went there, and I heard this little to her story, and it really just blew my mind. I was like, this can't be that easy to do. But I just was thinking about the money. But once I got into it, I started, realizing that people were sending me messages saying I was inspiring them. It was touching me. They was inspiring me by telling me that. So I started inspiring people. So I was just I have to stay positive. I couldn't be the old person that I used to be. I had to become, a better person. And I just really fell in love with the product. I fell in love with everybody's story about this opportunity. I really do Herbalife because Herbalife is all natural. I love the fact that the product is all natural. The product tastes delicious, so that's what really made me stuck with it, the taste. People want something that they can stick to, something that tastes good. It's hard to, I done tried so many diets, and it didn't work. Herbalife was the only thing that actually tastes good. It made me feel good, and it was easy to do.
Right. And you know what? I'm glad you mentioned that, because I think the other side of this is too, Sharday. For those who don't know, I think it's all about the dedication. I mean, and you know, and when people look at it and say, well, this doesn't work, that doesn't work, it's all about the approach. You talk about that a lot. I noticed through social media, especially through Facebook, about the importance of being serious about it. Do you think because you were so serious, that's why you were able to see the amount of growth and progression that you've had?
Yeah, when I first started, I didn't really take it that serious. I noticed that I was still, you know, had the bad eating habits, and the products were still working. So I just think that people have to just find something that they like, you know, something they like. And I also love the fact that Herbalife, you know, I could use these products and I could still, you know, eat the foods that I love. I love the fact that I don't have to deprive myself from things, because I love food. I love to cook. I love to snack. I just love food. So a lot of people think we just drink shakes or we just eating salads and stuff. No, we still live our life. It's a lifestyle for me. It's not a diet. Like, I plan on doing this for the rest of my life. Like, until I die, I plan on doing this. So, you know, like I say, it's much more than just shakes and teas. It's just your mindset. Like, I'm helping people. Like, and I love doing it. And I would have never thought that I'd be doing this. And it's been almost 2 years, and this is all I do full time. So I really enjoy and love what I'm doing, and I think that's what makes me stick to it. Like, you really have to love what you do.
Right. You mentioned something else that I want to go back to, Sharday, and that is about the response from other people. I want to talk to you about it. I want to say, for those who are just tuning in, either on the radio side or online, you're listening to Conversations Live. We're excited to welcome Sharday Miller to our program today. Sharday's talking to us not only about her own journey to becoming a healthier, happier version of herself, but how she's been able to also inspire other people to do the same thing. And as I mentioned earlier, being able to inspire other people, that is a big deal, because, you know, there's so much negativity out there. And even, Sharday, as you mentioned, you haven't always been the positive person that we see today. When you first started hearing those messages, though, from other people, how you were motivating them, inspiring them, how did that make you feel?
It made me feel good. It made me feel great. You know, every single day I wake up, I know that, you know, everything that I'm posting, people are watching. They're watching you, like, no matter if you don't notice, they're always watching. And I feel like, I realize that's how we could change the world, you know, no matter what we're doing. Any positive organization, anything that you're doing, like, we're here to help people. We're here to inspire people, like, and I realize that I get that back. Like, whatever I give out to the universe, I get that right back. Like I told you, I haven't always been positive. I used to be in a lot of drama and always wonder why I'm always in, you know, bull crap. But now it's like everything is just a major change. You know, even my family see it. They tell me they're proud of me, my friends. Everybody noticed, like, the change in me before I even noticed myself. So I just feel like that's how you just change the world. You're just always supposed to motivate the next person, help the next person out. I think that's what we all here for. So it was perfect for me. And I've been doing this. Like, it's easy for me to talk to people. I love giving advice. I always did love helping people. And I used to always wonder and ask God, like, what is my talent? Like, what am I here for? And I never knew until Herbalife. Like, Herbalife made me realize this is what you're good at. This is what you're here for. Like, so that's what I do 24/7. I wake up 3 in the morning. I'm working. I'm inspiring somebody. I'm talking to people, and I build relationships with these people. I'm not just selling them products. You know, it's a penny in a sale, a fortune in a follow-up. So I really build relationships with these people, and you never know what people go through. So it's just, it really inspired me, honestly. You know, it just inspired me, because everybody has a story, and I used to always think my story was the worst story until you hear from other people.
Yeah. Right. You know, Sharday, something else you mentioned, I noticed recently on Facebook, you were talking about the clients that you already are working with this year. You know, I think, again, you know, it's so, for a lot of people, the starting is sometimes the most difficult, and then for others, the continuing is the other problem that happens. I mean, because a lot of people may start something and then, you know, may not finish it. I mentioned to you before we went on here, I wanted to ask you about the fear, because, again, you have been very transparent. Our radio audience and our online audience will see some photos of you. What was it like for you to be able to share those photos with the world and kind of allow them to be able to see the before and to see the journey that you've been on?
Honestly, my first picture I took March 1st, 2000, and I sent it to my friend Wendell B. I sent it to him, and I was like, look at this picture. And I knew the only way that I would stick with it is if I post it online. But then I backed out of it. I was like, I'm not going to post that picture. I didn't want everybody to see. Because it was easy for me to hide my insecurities. You know what I'm saying? Nobody never knew how insecure I was, until I actually started feeling, good and started telling my story. But Wendell actually posted the picture first. And I was mad at him for posting the picture. But once he posted it, I was like, everybody done seen this picture. So I knew I had to work for it. I knew it's been many times I wanted to quit. I called him crying and wanted to give up, but I never gave up. And I can honestly say this is the first thing that I have ever stuck to, straight, because I just love it. But I think sometimes you just have to just push yourself and you just have to jump. We never really know what's on the other side until we do it. We can't say what if. We just got to do it. And if he would have never posted that picture, who knows if me and you would even be having this conversation right now. So right. I'm grateful for it. And I tell other people the same thing. I get people to post their picture. I get people to send me their pictures, their before pictures. Every single client I have, they know they have to send me pictures to my inbox. And I let them know I'm the only person that's going to view that picture. But what I do is I get them to get out their comfort zone. If you could get them to post that, you should send me a picture in your sports bra, underwear, front, back, side. Once you get them out their comfort zone, they trust you. They believe you. And like you say, it's hard to get them to start and to keep going, but how I get my people to keep going is I follow up with them. I follow up with them. I remind them of their why. I remind them of their goals. I hit them up hey, remember you told me you wanted to lose 50 pounds. You wanted to lose 50 pounds, right? You wanted to fit in your wedding dress, or you wanted to, do whatever the goal is. I make sure I remind them, so that's how you keep them in. It's a fortune and a follow-up, so I just make sure I keep up with my clients. And even if they're not on the products, I just make sure that they're working out. I have private groups. I do shake challenges. We do transformation challenges. We do different things to keep it fun. We post our food, even if it's bad food. I just made a pot of gumbo last week. I post that too. I just make them see we all have flaws. We all mess up. We all do this. It's okay. Right. But we keep each other, around so we can keep going.
For sure. That is so true. And, there's something else, and you've mentioned, we both have mentioned Wendell here. I want to talk about the power of association, because you posted about that as well. I've been on a big kick about that on this program, talking to people about you are the people who you choose to hang around, either in person, online, who you keep around, the energy that you feed on, that you give off. What do you tell people about that, Sharday, about the importance of watching the company they keep, especially when it comes to meeting and achieving their goals?
I believe that the company you keep is, a big deal on how your life will turn out. I have a friend of mine always used to say, if you're the smartest in your circle, you need a new circle. You can't be the smartest in your circle and expect to expand. You have to be around the people that have what you want, that's working towards the same thing you want. Me and Wendell, we go back to second grade. We've been friends since second grade. We done got in trouble together. We done did a lot. So for us to be helping people and to motivate people and changing, health in the world and people's self-esteem, that's the best part I love about this, when I can make you feel good about yourself. You know what I'm saying? I have people that send me messages and they tell me they want their life back, stuff like that. So I just believe that you have to keep positive energy around you. I feed off energy. So even if I feel like your energy bad, I don't even have to express that to you. I'm going to just move around, because I believe that, it's a big deal. It's just, you know what I'm saying? I have to protect my energy. So the first thing I do when I wake up in the morning is I listen to Les Brown or Lisa Nichols or Jim Rohn. I listen to motivational speakers the first 20 minutes once I wake up. That's how I like to start my day, and that's how I like to finish my day. Because I believe however you start your day is how you finish it. So if you keep it positive, and I really believe in being very, showing gratitude and being very grateful every day I wake up, and I just, show my gratitude because I'm so thankful to just have another chance to be here. So it's real deep. This business is real deep for me. I'm real passionate behind this because I really love it, especially when coming from where I come from.
For sure. And I think that's the good point right there, Sharday, is that because, I mean, you're passionate about it, you know, and you believe in it. And I think that is what people have to do. They have to be willing to believe it for themselves and to realize it and to do that examination, no matter who it might be around them, you know, whether it's family, friends, again, you know, those that we associate with online. All of that does contribute to how far we go and what we achieve, and also, you know, how far we're willing to move forward. And I think that's the big thing for sure. You know, did you go into 2018? Some people make resolutions for themselves. Some people make, you know, just have goals in mind. Did you go into 2018 with a goal for yourself?
Honestly, every day I wake up, I have a goal because I don't really feel I'm gonna wait till the first to do it. I just know that it has to be done, you know. And I know most people make, you know, resolutions in the beginning of the year, but every day is a new goal for me. It's like every day I'm starting over, every single day. Like, I don't stop. So I didn't really have none. I just want to get better. That's it. I just want to get better. I just pray and ask God to, you know, make sure I want to be more skillful. I want to be more humble. I pray for things like that. So that's everyday resolutions for me. I have to stay on it. You know, sometimes I have to listen to PD 3 times a day just to get back on track, but it works out.
Right. And, you know, I think that's it, whatever it is for the individual. I also think, you know, what you just said is another thing that Wendell mentioned on this program when he was on last year, and that was, you know, not waiting. I mean, you have today and the importance of making the most of today because, quite frankly, none of us know what's going to happen tomorrow. And so to be able to go ahead and to do whatever you want to do it now, that's the big thing. So, I mean, for those out there who are listening to this conversation, Sharday, maybe for them, maybe it's not weight loss. Maybe that's not the thing for them. But what advice would you give to anybody out there who is looking at themselves and they're not where they want to be? What advice would you give to them about the importance of making those changes?
The advice that I would give you is just, you know, pray. You have to write down your goals. You have to really know what you want. And sometimes we want so many things that we get off track on focusing on one thing at a time. So I just feel like you just have to ask yourself, look in the mirror, ask yourself, what do you want to change? Write it down. I have words all over my mirror. I have sticky notes everywhere just to remind myself, you know, what I need to do. So just pray, stick with it. I always tell people do personal development, like personal development, Les Brown, like you said. It's so touching. I'm trying not to cry, but anyway, I just feel like you just pray and just do personal development and just focus and write your goals down and just stick with it one thing at a time.
There we go. And you're hearing it from someone who definitely knows this firsthand. Again, everyone, Sharday Miller has been our guest. Great conversation with you, Sharday. We've been talking with her not only about the importance of being able to setting goals, but then doing the work to achieve those goals. Sharday's been able to do it in her personal life, but she's also been able to motivate other people to do the same thing. So, Sharday, how can our audience stay connected with you and kind of find out more information about the work that you do?
You could follow my Facebook page at Sharday Miller. And it is warm honey at the end because I have 2 pages. And you can also follow me on Instagram at iHeartSharday and also on Snapchat at iHeartSharday.
So make sure you all are definitely staying connected with her online. As she mentioned, you can find her on Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat for sure. Sharday, congratulations to you on the great things you've been able to do. I appreciate the time and looking forward to our next conversation together.
Thank you for the opportunity.
Oh, you're more than welcome. And we thank your audience for tuning in to another great segment of Conversations Live. If you all came in late and missed part of the conversation with Sharday, don't worry. Thanks to our online friends, you all can catch the replay right after we go off the air. The link is already available through our social media sites. So head over to Facebook.com/Cyrus Webb or go to Twitter.com/Cyrus Webb. If you click on the link there, you can listen to the show completely for free and share with your friends from there too. Until next time, I'm your host, Cyrus Webb, saying as always, enjoy your day, enjoy your life, enjoy your world. Make sure you take out time to enjoy some good music as well as a great book. Thank you all for choosing Conversations Live today. You all make it a great one.